about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to the final Immortals After Dark vlog, which mind blown right now. Honestly, I can't believe we're wrapping this up. So I've already started the first book, but if you're new here, I have been doing a whole series of a read along with Charles over at Books on Stereo, where we talk about every 3 Immortals After Dark books together. And yeah, this is our last one. Tonight when this video goes up will be the live show if you want to join us. I'm even more excited that we're wrapping up this read along and that we're reading the last 3 books. One of these I've never read before, but the 3 books for the final months. So Sweet Ruin, Shadow's Seduction, which I've never read, and then Wicked Abyss. And then obviously we will come back for Munro whenever that happens, but for now this will conclude my reread of the series, Charles's first read through, and a bunch of other people that joined us first and rereads. And I just, before I get into this vlog, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy with how many of y'all decided to read this series with us. This has been a blast, an absolute blast. So spoilers from here on out, and I'm gonna start talking about Sweet Ruin because I started it last night and I forgot how much I love this freaking book. I love it so much, y'all. So last night I started Sweet Ruin. I am currently on chapter 11, so I'm not very far. I have 4 hours left in the audio at my 3x speed, and I just forgot about how much I love Jo and Ruin. They're like 2 sides of the same coin in a way. They are just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they are so funny. Like, they're both pretty grumpy. They are both figuring a lot of things out in life. Ruin is extremely old, like millennia old, and Jo is like so lost. We also have the appearance of Tad, who we've met in other books during Torture Island. So that has also been really fun, and I'm just honestly living for this reread. I love it so much. I love how like Ruin's like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna go bone these nymphs, and she like is a voyeur watching it. I'm holding the tripod while Peas rubs on it, but yeah, I just love this book. I love it so much. And yeah, I'm gonna go listen to more of it, and I will update you later when I finish or have more thoughts. But so far it's just a reminder that I love Ruin so much. I love the reveal when she's like able to drink from him also. It's just really good. This is one of my favorites in the series. Hi, okay, so I'm folding laundry, listening to the book, and I had to come run over here because I was dying laughing when the Chaser shows up. I do adore him. He is one of my favorite demons. And Jo is like, can I touch your horns? And like talking about his horns and like not knowing that this is such like a sexual thing. And and Ruin's like he's so mad. I love how mad he is. Oh, I love it. I love this freaking book. Oh, I forgot how much I love this book. So I'm gonna go finish laundry and keep listening. I think I've got about 2 hours left now. But I had to share. I was laughing my butt off. Just laughing my butt off. Good morning. So I finished Sweet Ruin this morning early when I woke up. And I just love this book. It is a 6-star read for me. I gave it 4 stars my first read. I think I was too hyped. But I really love how Jo and Ruin play off each other. I love the way it all comes together. Obviously this is one that's either going to work for people or not, I think, because of how Ruin is. Like, he kind of doesn't think he's worthy of love and thinks he has to continue like his ways of getting secrets when he doesn't. And yeah, I just love it. I love having Thad again. I love getting Thad's origin story. That's so fun. Yeah, this is just such a fun book overall. But I'm gonna start reading while I eat my lunch. I'm gonna start what words? Brain? While I eat my lunch, I'm gonna start reading Shadow's Seduction, and then I'll probably switch to Alexa reading to me for that. I would like to finish that one today, and then tomorrow we'll finish A Wicked Abyss, and then we will be done for Friday. And I just can't believe we've read all of this series. This has been honestly one of the funnest things I've done this year. I have loved it so much. Yeah. All right. I love Rune, I love Joe, and I want them to be happy forever. I also want to say that I felt like in this book we got a lot more of that world building about what's going on with the Ascension and like who the other people are, because obviously Rune is technically not Team Veritas, but I do feel like that will change because I think that's gonna bring him and Joe over to Veritas side, to the Veritas side at the end of the day. All right. I could blabber forever and I don't want to do that, so I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Hi, I wanted to update you because I started Shadow's Seduction. This book is weird. So it's Caspian from Trahan Patina, the Dacian's book, Shadow's Claim. And it's Mercio, who is Trahan's brother. I am 17% in. The plot so far has been the two of them hanging out. Mercio feeling like he's attracted to him, but he thinks it's because he's destined to marry Casmina. But, so Caspian goes back to the Dacian's land with him to meet Casmina and doesn't have an attraction to her at all. And then leaves even though he's not supposed to, and then Trahan comes to hunt him in Shadow's Claim, and now we're circling through Mercio and Caspian meeting again, and there's a lot of consent issues already in this book. It obviously features a gay for you trope because Caspian considers himself straight, and we can all question identities, that is a thing that happens, but it's kind of weird that he's just like gonna be gay for Caspian, or for Mercio, whatever. Anyways, I'm 70% through. My goal is to hopefully finish it tonight because I don't want to read this book at all. I've never read it before. This is my first read through because this is like my least favorite kind of trope situation. So I'm doing it for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And yeah, I will update you when I'm further along. Is it time for another desk update? It is. Why am I at my desk yet again? I just finished updating my reading spreadsheet. But I also did just finish reading Shadow's Seduction. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I died laughing at the end, first of all, but let's talk about the plot of this book so anyone else who skips it in the future or decided to skip it today on this read through has this information. The plot follows Caspian and Mercio, and they're kind of like they're buddies, and they're like kind of, you know, hooking up to get, not together hooking up, but like hooking up with other people together and going on things. And then Mercio realizes that he's his mate, and Caspian is in denial. Caspian considers himself straight, and then by the end of the book he considers himself in love with Mercio. It involves a lot of miscommunication. It involves a hell of a lot of issues. It is, once again, not my favorite trope, so there's that. But I'm gonna give it 3 stars because I did find it very enjoyable to read for the most part because it is so smutty. This is probably one of the dirtiest Cressley Cole books in the IAD series. Really? Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so yes, this book is absolutely filthy. And I did find that, like, even with my least favorite trope, Cressley was able to write sex scenes that I loved. They were great. I didn't love the amount of miscommunication happening overall in this either, and I think that also lended to my final rating, which, in case you're curious, my final rating is a total of like 3 stars. It's like a 2.75. We're gonna round up to a 3. Again, not the worst, just not my thing, and it's the one book I do feel like you could skip. The biggest plot point in this book I felt like was at the end, in which they show up on the Dacians' land at the castle. Oh my god, I could not think of the word. Anyways, they show up there, and Lothair is like, no, absolutely not. This cannot be your fated mate. I will not have this. And they're like, they think it's because they're gay. and like, because it's two men. And no. Lothair is mad because Caspian's 100% a demon. And he was just like, what's next? Who, so-and-so's gonna mate a ghoul. This person's gonna be mated with that. And I was just like, this is hilarious. It just cracked me up because like you could, the way it was written, you could tell everyone in the room, including Elisabetta, was like, excuse me? And then that turns out not to be the problem, and everyone's like, good, we're safe. And I think the other biggest plot point in this is the fact that Casmina, the princess, gets kidnapped and is missing. And Caspian and Mercia, we ended the book with them mating fully and all that good stuff and going to find her. That's all I got. And I already started Wicked Abyss, so let's dive right into that real quick before I end this clip. So I love the opening when Nyx is talking about like being the storyteller. I feel like this is showing us how Cressley views herself as Nyx in this story in a way. Because she's kind of like, I know everything and I can't tell you anything. It's very interesting. But yeah, I started Wicked Abyss. I'm literally one chapter in. I have no thoughts yet, but I will be back in a little bit with more thoughts. But for now, I'm gonna go film while I have this on and then take off the black lipstick. I did eat with it. And I would say, I just touched it up before this. Did pretty damn good. All right, I will see y'all in just a few. Good morning. It is Thursday, the day before the live. And I started Wicked Abyss, and I just wanted to share that I love to see my favorite sorceresses back. It just cracked me up. And I love his reaction to the Magic Kingdom. He's like, what kingdom is this? Find it very amusing. I'm gonna eat lunch and keep reading this book. I will be done with it in a few hours. So I showed you a clip earlier, just before this, of him. We are having a lazy day a little bit, and I'm finishing up Wicked Abyss right now and really liking it. It's so loud. And yeah, so I have 2 hours left in this book, so I will be done tonight around dinner time probably. I'm not planning to put it down until I finish it today, like the rest of the day, so fingers crossed I can manage. Oh my gosh, though, I forgot how much I love Wicked Abyss. It's very much like, I don't know, it's like Sweet Ruin in a way, and like McGreeve in a way. It's just got a lot of stuff going on that I really like about it. Very Beauty and the Beast vibes, Persephone and Hades vibes, all of the good stuff. But anyways, I was dying laughing. One, because at one point she's like telling him and Uther, the dragon shifter, that they worship the mouse, like Mickey Mouse. And that was freaking hilarious. I was cracking up. And then also like they like make reference to like Rivendell and like different places in the Disney lore, like movies. And he's like so confused because he thinks they're real places and like he doesn't understand what the Magic Kingdom is, and it just cracks me the F up, this whole thing. And I really like Calliope. She's very like strong-willed and like take no shit. And Cian is just a mess. He is a mess of a man. And we love a messy guy. I don't know, I just adore it. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And I will update you in a little bit when I finish. Okay, hi. I just finished Wicked Abyss. So I'm gonna wrap up my thoughts in this vlog. I love Wicked Abyss. These Sweet Ruin and Wicked Abyss are like two of my favorites in the series. It's very hard for me to like rank them all personally. But I really loved these two a whole freaking bunch. And this book just made me so happy, honestly, overall. Like, I'm just so thrilled with it. And yeah, I had such a good time reading it. I love how strong-willed Calliope is, and Cian is just kind of like, oh, I have to get over myself. In the best way, and very grumpy. Again, this is definitely a Beauty and the Beast style retelling / Hades and Persephone. So if you like that and you do find that interesting and you haven't read these and you're watching this, you could start the series with Sweet Ruin and Wicked Abyss and then go back. These two are definitely entry points. Also, for those of us who have been reading the series the whole time, I want to say, like, that ending with Nyx being like, your turn, Orion, I'm like, dude, I'm not prepared. I need Munro. I need to know that next plot point for the Ascension, but I also have resigned myself to the idea that we will never get Munro, and it may never come out, which is depressing. But on that note, thank you so much for hanging out with me through 6 months of Immortals After Dark vlogs. I hope you all have enjoyed this. I know I have had a blast. I will be doing some kind of themed vlog reading series again after this. Check out the Discord if you want to keep doing read-alongs with us. We can probably figure some stuff out here. If you made it this far, give me a rose emoji and let me know your favorite couple in the series if you've read it. And if not, you will find links to everything in that description box. And I will see y'all in just a few days. Bye.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions.